Sabbath. Happy Sabbath, family. I wanted to come back on and just share, just talk, talk to our people, talk to you guys, talk to us, encourage us. Um, because what started to come, as I was just reading and everything after I got off line earlier, something just really started just hitting my spirit, and it was, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? If you can type a yes in the chat, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you type something in the chat just to let me know you can hear me? If you could put a 1 in the chat, that would be great. Well, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I'm going to go on because people need to hear this, whoever that is out there. You probably, I'm not sure, but I know people need to hear this, so I'm going to keep going. What started to hit my heart while I was just worshiping and praying just a little bit ago after the earlier recording is have we done what the Most High said would make life go well with us? Like, have we actually done that? In His Word, He says, as a matter of fact, Deuteronomy 12:28, it says, observe and hear all these words which I command thee, that it may go well with thee, and with thy children after thee forever. And when thou doest that which is good and right in the sight of the Lord, life and death, blessings and curses. He says it. And so He wants us, we need to choose life, to choose life. Okay, here it is, Deuteronomy 30:15. Deuteronomy 30:15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil. Thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in His ways, to keep thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in His ways, to keep His commandments and His statutes and His judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply. And the Lord, the Most High, thy God, shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it. But if thine heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but shall be drawn away and worship other gods, and serve them, He swore, the Almighty, He swore to give us a land forever. So now, I don't know if you have your, if you guys have an Apocrypha, but grab an Apocrypha, grab a King James 1611. It's got the Apocrypha in it. There's this book called The Song of Three Holy Children. The Song of the Three Holy Children. It's really, 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 really starts off amazing. I mean, it's amazing, but I'm just covering the first part in this. And it's the Prayer of Azariah. And I really just read it. So it's so, but it's like, this was hidden from us. This prayer here, this was taken out of the Bible, which doesn't make any sense unless you understand some sort of agenda, right? That there was some sort of agenda, because there's no reason why it should be out. But this is the prayer when when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were in the fire. They were walking into the fire, into the midst of the fire, praising God, praising Him. And this is the song that they sang. So it says, then Azariah stood up. Again, this is in the Apocrypha. Then Azariah stood up and prayed on this manner, and opening his mouth in the midst of the fire, said, Blessed art thou, O Lord, God of our fathers. Thy name is worthy to be praised and glorified forevermore. For thou art righteous in all things that thou hast done to us. Thou art righteous in all things that thou hast done to us. Yea, true are all thy works. Thy ways are right, and thy judgments are truth. In all things that thou hast brought upon us, and upon the holy city of our fathers, even Jerusalem, thou hast executed true judgment. For according to truth and judgment, didst thou bring all these things upon us because of our sins. Now we know that sin is the transgression of the law. That specific is the transgression of the law. For we have sinned and committed iniquity. This is verse 5. For we have sinned and committed iniquity, departing from thee. In all things we have trespassed and not obeyed your commandments, nor kept them, neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us. That part. That when I read that, I just felt like, it's right there. He's saying, do these things so it'll go well with you. I'll be with you. I'll make things right for you if you obey me, if you come into covenant, if you come back into covenant. So are we doing that? That's the question. Are we doing what he said will make things go right for us? So let's just keep going. Let's read this whole prayer, because it's just amazingly beautiful. And so once you know who the people are, like reading this is like, oh, right, right. So this is. Let's just keep reading. Let's start at verse 6. Let's keep going from verse 6. In all things we have trespassed and not obeyed thy commandments, nor kept them, neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us. Wherefore all that thou hast brought upon us, and everything that thou hast done to us, thou hast done in true judgment. And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, and hateful forsakers of God, into an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world. And now we cannot open our mouths. We are become a shame and a reproach to thy servants and to them that worship thee. Yet deliver us not up wholly for thy name's sake. Like, don't let us go completely, because your name is on us, right? Neither disannul thy covenant, right? Don't disannul, don't take away your covenant from us. And cause not thy mercy to depart from us, for thy beloved Abraham's sake. servant Isaac's sake, and for thy holy Israel's sake, to whom thou hast spoken and promised that thou wouldest multiply their seed as the stars of heaven, and as the sand that lieth upon the seashore. For we, O God, O Lord, are become less than any other nation, and be kept under this day in all the world because of our sin. Neither is there at this time prince or prophet or leader or burnt offering or sacrifice or oblation or incense or place to sacrifice before thee and find mercy. Nevertheless, in a contrite heart, in a humble spirit, let us be accepted. Like as in burnt offering of rams and bullocks, and like as in 10,000s of fat lambs, so let our sacrifice be in thy sight this day. Grant that we may wholly go after thee. For they shall not be confounded that put their trust in thee. And now we follow thee with all our heart. We fear thee and seek thy face. Put not us to shame, but deal with us after loving kindness and according to the multitude of thy mercies. Deliver us also according to thy marvelous works. Listen to that. Deliver us. Deliver us according to thy marvelous works. That just excites me, you know. It's like according to all the things we've read about you, in harmony, in keeping with all the deliverances you've ever done. Deliver us according to that. And give glory to your name, O Most High. And let all them that do thy servants hurt be ashamed. And let them be confounded in all their power and strength. Let their strength be broken. And let them know that thou art the Lord, the Most High God, and glorious over the whole world. Let it be. He was righteous. He is righteous in what he's done to us. Because we were brought here. It's the truth. You know, we all kind of, we're waking up to that, the realization of that. Because we're seeing through the fakeness, the phoniness that's out there. We're seeing through the facade, the things that are meant to just distract us while we grow old. Just distract us while we just get older. So that we won't know anything about the actual will of the Most High. We'll just kind of live and be a battery for them and then get off the face of the earth. That's not the truth, and that's not our plight. That's not who we truly are. So we have to come back to covenant. We have to come back to covenant. And I will say everybody. Some people will say just the children of Israel, and I'm not gonna fight that, but I will say everybody, all men, all women, all children. Let's get back. Let's get this covenant. Let's get back to this. That's just what I'm gonna say. Especially Israel, especially the children that are in captivity, that have been in captivity for 400 years, especially because that is what is written and that's the prophecy. But I will say again, if we want to honor the Father, this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. Now we have grace with his Son, with Christ. But, it's funny because somebody was breaking down a grace period, like with a bill, paying a bill. Like you got a grace period. You got a time that, they'll be like, okay. But then after a while, you're going to have to pay it, right? It's not, so these are things that, again, we just have to wake up to. He wants better for us, and we're not we're not waking up to that. Like I don't want to say soon enough, but it's just we're not opening up. It doesn't. Well, some are, but we have to come back to it. We have to come back. We've been deceived and lied to about everything, and we know that. And the one thing we haven't tried is this. It's coming back. We've done so many other things to try to find the answer, even with money, even with success in this world and in these different kingdoms that are here and da da da, right? But it's not. It's futile. It's vanity. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. And he's going to prove that. So it's we have to wake up. Israel in captivity. We have got to wake up. Again, I'll say everybody else, please encourage Israel to wake up. If you hear what I'm saying and you're from a different place, it's going to be great for you too. Like it's going to be peace. If he's going to bring peace to those that are willing to worship the Father, he's going to bring peace. But those who are not, he's going to destroy. It's just the truth. He's going to judge those that are not willing to honor the Father. And that's really the truth. So it's incumbent upon us now to warn our people, to talk to in every country, in every nation. It's incumbent upon us to wake our brothers and sisters up and those who are with our brothers and sisters. It matters. Okay? We have to wake up. We have to come back to covenant. We have to come back to him. We're held to a different standard because again, in my last video I was saying it, we're held to, it's government. So it's not the same. And if you're going to be a part of what he has actually set up as a king, as a literal, he's the creator, he's the one royalty comes from. Like we don't even know royalty or anything of that without him. Like there's nothing without him. But he set these things up, these guidelines, these regulations in order for government. In order. And that's why we're seeing with all these different governments, we're not seeing order. We're not seeing order in the world. We're not seeing peace on setup. It's not the right setup. So we need this. We need. Yeah. Let's choose life. Let's choose life. I mean, we're seeing that the choices that we've made and where they lead and where they're leading the whole world to. We see that, and it's clear. So let's choose life.